Do you expect this this decision from the ICC? Did you have any?
Of course not.
Yes.
We expected they appeal to their humanitarian side.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they know my grandfather PRD's medical records. They know his age.
Yes.
They know that he uses a cane to walk. So I know that it's not a risk to anybody.
Yes.
So when they said that when I heard that they rejected all three grounds for interim release, I was shocked, but sadness took over my shock. I'm not feeling that.
Anong mensahe niyo sa Marcos administration na nagpakidnap at nagdala rito kay Tatay Digong?
I hope that they're happy right now. I hope they feel vindicated on what they did. I hope they got some sort of reward from this. This is borderline or almost borderline, not borderline inhumane. Keeping an 80-year-old here away from his family, away from the land he called home. So, yeah, I hope they're happy. I can't thank you now. Whenever I walk around anywhere in the Philippines, even in here, in the Netherlands, you don't hesitate to approach me, to tell me that the deep love, respect, and admiration you have for PRD. That gives me inspiration to do better at my job, to be a better leader, and to continue, help continue the fight. Thank you very much, everyone, for your presence and your time here.
Shout out us Reaction Vlog, YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Mabuhay kayo.
Finally, the Appeals Chamber notes that the Pretorial Chamber reached its conclusions in relation to the risks enumerated in Article 58(1)(b) of the statute on the basis of a comprehensive assessment of the information before it. In the present case, having rejected the three grounds of appeal presented by the defense in the appeal brief, the Appeals Chambers unanimously confirms the impugned decision.
Ano yun? Kasi binigyan nila ng weight ang lahat ng desisyon ng Pretrial Chamber na hindi daw na-argue, na-counter-argue ng defense team lahat. So, sinustain lang nila lahat, hindi daw na nabigyan ng justification or whatsoever. So, yun. Denied. All three motions, an argument, and ultimately, kinonfirm na the decision ng Pretrial Chamber was correct. Hindi sana dumating dito mga bangag kayong tangina ninyong lahat. Ayun.
Ilang taon mo isinakripisyo, kapayapaan, kaunlaran para sa Pilipino. Ngunit ngayon'y dinadala sa dayuhan, parang wala nang saysay ang paglaban. Sino ba ang nagmalasakit? Siya ngayon'y pinapahirap, ngunit hindi ka namin bibitawan. Katarungan
Ang ginawa lang ng tao is binigay ang buhay niya para sa mga Pilipino at Pilipinas, pero ginanito rin yung tangina nyo rin lahat.
Sa bawat dasal, pangalan mo'y kasama. Sa bawat sigaw, pangalan mo'y buhay pa. Hindi ka susuko.
So mga kababayan, nagdesisyon na po ang appeals chamber and they sustained the decision of the political chamber, noting that all of the arguments submitted by the defense weren't sufficient in ensuring that the criteria according to Article 58(1)(b) should be met, that there shouldn't be any presence with respect to flight risk, there shouldn't be any presence with respect to further committing crimes, and then influencing also the proceedings. Ultimately, the defense failed to substantiate their arguments submitted before the appeals chamber, and that for those individuals who collectively exerted effort to bring the former president to the custody of ICC, may all of your souls and all the souls of all your whatever it is rot in hell. And may the people listening, watching this unfold before all of us, never forget what this man have done or has done to all of us. Nabuhay pa rin. Tuloy pa rin ang laban. Hindi man sa ngayon, pero tuloy pa.
One time, he mentioned about not necessarily the exact words, but basically what he said was, yung trabaho ng isang tao na yung trabaho niya ay magpakamatay sa bayan, saludo ako. And he was referring to the AFP, yung mga kasundaluhan at mga pulis. That's why when he became president, he took care of those who really stand and whose work, whose duty, if need be, to die for his country. And it is at this time that he has called upon those who admire to do your duty and stand up for your country. Yun ang sinasabi niya. Having said that, kahapon I flew in from Davao, and I was surprised there. Alam ko na marami akong nakakausap na mga retired military officers and enlisted men. From time to time, in fact, magte-text, mga ganun. Pero, I was surprised that yesterday, in the airport, a person came to me and asked me, ikaw ba yung abogado ni PRRD? Sabi ko, opo, isa po sa mga abogado. Gusto niya magpa-selfie, and I have to oblige. So, nagpa-selfie. And then, in return, I was just curious. I had to ask, sabi ko, ano po yung trabaho niyo, sir? Hindi ko na lang sasabihin ko anong pangalan, anong rango, sundalo po. At may rango. And sabi ko, okay lang po ba kayo? Okay lang po ba sa inyo, sir? Sabi niya, okay lang po. Kasi yung settlemento po ng mga kasamahan nila nasa kay PRRD. And to me, that is uplifting. Kasi nga, there is one brave person, because normally you don't get those kind of reaction. And really, that reaction coming out publicly, expressing it publicly. But I appreciate it very much. Sabi ko, ituloy nyo lang yung servisyo nyo sa bayan. Yun lang masabi ko. And bumalik sa isip ko yung sinabi ni PRRD. Kung yung trabaho ng isang tao magpakamatay, hindi para sa bayan. Saludo ako. Kaya mataas ang respeto niya sa mga kasundaluhan at sa mga kapulisan. However, as in all things and in all statements, at sa lahat ng mga sinasabi niya, at the end of the day, he would always say, I take full legal responsibility sa mga ginawa ng panahon ng panunungkulan niya. Hindi niya inatrasan yan. And that's the reason why he's there.
Ilang taon mong isinakripisyo, kapayapaan, kaunlaran para sa Pilipino.